Hello, hello, hello. I am no longer in an outfit. So I do appreciate it. If you want to see me in an outfit, you can definitely go back and see any of my live earlier, and you'll get to see my squirrel outfit. The reason I wanted to hop on is because for me, holidays are hard. I don't care if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, New Year's. Holidays themselves are pretty hard. Grounded in truth. Nice to see you. Um, let's see. We have a sarsaparilla. Where am I? See, now I could read those that size. Sarsaparilla. Hey there, everyone. That's right. I still love this name, the inappropriate heifer. Hi, Liz. Hi, everyone. You're amazing. Wanted to cherish and value you, and you matter. Thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. But the reason I really wanted to do this is because the one thing I didn't have during the holidays, and that's primarily from when I was a kid to present, it was basically uh, we didn't have a lot of family togetherness. So, what that means for me is I remember going trick or treating with one of the other staff member because my mom had to work. Mischief, nice to see you. Linda Evans, hey. The lifeboat, lurking sister. Thanks for everything. Absolutely. You are the man. You are the man, Mr. Tommy Scobie. Um, but the holidays can be especially hard because it reminds me that even my mom didn't want to go trick or treating with me. And then I'd see parents where it'd be a mom and dad, a grandma, grandpa. It would be all of these people going trick or treating with their family or with their loved ones. And I'd be out there, you know, 8, 9, 10 years old, walking by myself. Actually, not 8, but definitely 9, 10, 11, 12. Um, no friends and not really understanding how to communicate with people. So I got to see all these families having these precious moments. And after I started using, it became a less. I don't want to give drugs this idea that they make you better. They don't make you better, but in the moment, what they do is they kind of numb it. And each person's a little different. But I started numbing myself for the holidays because sometimes it was hard. Even when I would start handing out candy, it's hard to see little faces with their parents knowing that I'm a little jealous of that child because that child got something more than I got. And so I'm a little jealous and I still want to make the best of it and I don't want to ruin anybody's mood. Um, but I was a little jealous. And so when I started using, I picked, I demolished myself every day, but holidays were especially worse because sometimes you didn't have a place to go. You could have partied the weekend before, but then the actual holiday, when you see the families walking around, that's when it's the toughest because you look around and now, there's adult children and these adult children don't get dressed up. It's not like I could walk a child around because, unfortunately, if I grab a child, then I'm going to jail. And all my friends that have little kids, yeah, they make plans by themselves. It's not something that I'm normally included in, if that makes sense. Nor have I asked. So please don't think that my friends are total jerks. They're not total jerks. I'm just not really good at asking because I want to have that experience. Um, but it does lead to depression. And sometimes what happens with depression is you don't listen. Like yesterday, I opened up a lot and I could not find my anxiety medication and my whole body was trembling because sometimes telling that story, I can hear the words and feel the words coming out of my mouth. I can tell you guys what's going on. And then in that very same breath, it still hurts because when you push something down and you say, "Hey, it's not that bad. It's not that bad." And then, you know, it is bad. But at the same time, venting it and letting it go is a way of releasing that pain for me. So I wanted to give people a place here on Halloween because, yeah, we don't have trick or treaters. We live in an older neighborhood where if there is little children nearby, guess what? They're going to grandma and grandpa's house to go trick or treating. So we decorate a house for basically ourselves, and that's okay. And some of it's a little on the scary side. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. Um, it's always nice to walk out of the bathroom and suddenly have to go back into the bathroom um, because she just loves the drop scare, loves it. But I wanted to give people a spot. Evelyn, nice to see you. Martha, trick or treat. Tommy at the lifeboat. That's right, trick or treat. Just don't give him a dirty sock to eat. Okay, Martha, Liz, Liz, we're gonna have to take you trick or treating. I honestly would love to go. I would, because I don't have a lot of happy memories of trick or treating. This may shock a few people because I was a little fluffy. I don't like chocolate all that much. I can feel when my blood sugar is low, so I'll eat a Reese's Pieces, primarily for the chocolate, yeah, or for the chocolate and peanut butter, because the two of them combined really help when your blood sugar's low. Um, and I love hot tamales. Like hot tamales are my jam. Whoever invented them, hallelujah, hallelujah. The best candy ever. Best candy ever. Um, but it can be hard. So I would go trick or treating just to try to have like a semblance of normal. And then sometimes I would meet people while trick or treating that would be like, "You're allowed to trick or treat by yourself," and I'm just like, your parents are with you. Like that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Poet, nice to see you. I appreciate you showing up. Um, Grounded in truth. Peanut butter cups for life. That's right. Because you know what? It helps with blood sugar. I've heard that people love candy corn. I'm I'm a little on the OCD side. When I've eaten candy corn, I like to bite off the one flavor at a time. And a couple times friends told me that I'm just a freak of nature, so I just stopped eating them totally because I thought there was something wrong with me. Okay, Xenu's homegirl, nothing like an extra dose of the amazing Liz. Yes, because earlier in my lives, if any of you guys didn't get a chance to catch it, um, I got these two amazing brochures from the Church of Scientology, and yes, I will be keeping them because I'm gonna frame them because they sent it to a suppressive person. So that is mine to frame, everybody. And I wanted to talk about what they normally say in letters so everyone is prepared. That's right. Don't forget. I always forget that, everybody. I'm always really bad at saying smash the like, hit subscribe. Now, remember, YouTube is unsubscribing people, even people that watch on a regular basis. So always with your favorite channels or with anybody you listen to, make sure you smash subscribe. Just make sure it lights up. Otherwise, you won't get the notifications, and then all of a sudden it's I get the email, why'd you go on so fast? I minimum wise give you guys 30 minutes. And I try to send out little notices to people just so I'm being honorable of your time because I know that your time is valuable. And the fact that you're spending it here with me means the world to me. Okay, Sassy Barilla. I am one I am a 1 day a year candy corn person. Little goes a long way. We have some sitting in the living room, and I've just looked at him like, will Carrie think I'm weird if I bite it off a flavor at a time? Like, she already thinks I'm weird because when I eat Kit Kats, I have to eat the chocolate off first, and then I have to eat layer by layer. It's in my head. I know. I've talked to my therapist about it. It's just a little on the OCD side. Martha, God, we didn't want our parents going with us trick or treating or bite any candy corn the same way. One color at a time. That's right. And I did want my mom to go trick or treating with me because looking around, you see that this parent loves them, even when they're going to a scary haunted house and the parent just wants to like see their kid lose it because they're so scared, but they're scared in a happy way. Um, they hold their hand and keep going to the next house and, try to be like, this one's not going to be scary. And for me, it was go to the house by myself, be terrified, by myself, make sure I fill up my bag. Because above all else, everybody, I had to make sure I filled up my bag with candy. And then I would go home and I would just drop the bag on the table. I was done. I did my little trick or treating thing. And then my mom would say, okay, I'll go through your candy. But I didn't care what happened to the candy after that. I was never a big candy person, at least until I found hot tamales. Then they became my savior when it comes to candy. Okay, Linda, I don't know your whole story yet, but you are inspiring and strong. Gotta love you. Thank you so very much because honestly, there are times that we have off days. We're still human. I have had a difficult life, but it's also made me make some serious mistakes, but it's also made me learn from those mistakes so that I don't repeat the same cycles over and over again. Um, I also believe that you shouldn't tell someone that their parent's dead if their parent isn't really dead, because that is just disgusting and heartbreaking. I know it was for me. Um, I grieved a man and I didn't understand why I couldn't cry. And then, almost 20 years later, I find out, just kidding, he's not dead. He's very much alive. And, we're just kidding. We're just kidding, but no one give me an excuse or reason why. It was so disgustingly done to me. Okay. All right. Sass. I always made a note of who gave the good candy every year. Everybody in my grandma's neighborhood, it was like an upper middle class neighborhood. They all handed out the big candies, so people would come to our neighborhood. But that was also a time when people would make candy corn, and then unless your mom knew which neighbor it came from, you, I never got to try candy corn until I was an adult, and even then, I don't know if it's the same stuff because that stuff's hard as a rock. And I don't know why anybody would want to get it. Like my jaw hurts, my teeth, like every one of my teeth are screaming, like, oh, my teeth, I lost a tooth. I don't understand the where it's popcorn and caramel, but they make it so hard that it's literally like, um, I prefer my jaw intact. Okay, let's go to the next one. Martha, back on the day people would give us money for UNSF on Halloween, we always turned in at school. All right. Okay, I skipped the house that gave us black licorice. I can understand that. The first time I tried black licorice, I was probably an adult. And my mom loved the stuff. So I was kind of like, okay, I should try it. And then I tried it, and all I could think is, this stuff tastes like absinthe, like the stuff we had in Italy. That's what it tastes like. And if that's what alcohol tastes like, I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat candy designed around alcohol. But that was me being, I guess, judgy because I remember absinthe. Okay. Mischief, I had a great time handing out sweets to our local kids. And I would love to do that. We just don't live in a neighborhood that does. My mom, who I also, I split the rent with her, she does, or at least we were told that she's gonna get trick-or-treaters. But last year she ordered, get this. Okay, I know that my mom is old, everybody. I do want you all to know. I am fully aware that my mom is old. But she bought a giant box of Javalier chocolates, I believe. Yeah, it was Javalier chocolates, the really good expensive stuff. And my mom was like, any kid is going to love this. They're just going to be so happy if they get this Javalier. Like, it's just perfect for kids. Tell me why I found wrappers for like 4 days and some of the candies like just laid out on the lawn. It was like I was finding them in the bushes, I was finding them everywhere, and we still have that box somewhere, or I think Carrie and I finally got rid of it, but that's kind of like what my mom does. She's like, but their parents are going to love this. I'm sure their parents would love a beer over getting chocolate. Oh, Ghirardelli. My bad. Ghirardelli. Okay, my bad. Sorry, honey. Thank you. It was Ghirardelli, everybody. Because kids really love Ghirardelli. Yummy. Nobody in their right mind that's a child is going to be thinking, you know what, I really want Ghirardelli. But anyway, so that's why holidays are hard, and it does push that whole boundary of, do I want to drink? No. But sometimes you just need an avenue to talk to someone, because holidays are hard for everyone. Holidays are not that easy. And I want everyone to know that you're loved, that you're cared for, that you're cherished, that you're respected, that you're valued. It's not easy to get through holidays when you're sitting by yourself or thinking of other people sitting by themselves. If you know a friend or a family member or something that just may need a hello, I definitely recommend giving them a call. It's something as simple, and like, I'm not saying they're in Scientology. I'm just saying they're out in the real world. This could be an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a sister, a brother, maybe someone is struggling with drugs or alcohol. Give them a call. Let them know, hey, you're thinking about them. And I'm not saying it in such a way where if that bridge has been burnt so bad you can't come back from it. I'm not telling you to do something that you don't want to do. What I'm trying to do is tell you that holidays are hard for people, and holidays have the most suicide rate. So please remember, you're not alone. Please remember that each one of us are here for you. Above all else, the one thing Scientology used to always teach us is that it was better to be singular, or better to be as a group or the world, that your family didn't matter. But sometimes just reaching out and hearing your family means the world to people, because, the holidays are depressing. And sometimes we just, we're older and we don't think, and it is simple for us. If you think about it, a simple conversation is just, you know what, I'm not doing good on a holiday. It's not easy for me to watch families go trick-or-treating. It's not easy for me to see mom and dad loving their child, because I'm jealous. I'm 43 years old, and I could admit that I am jealous. I don't want to take that from them. I'm amazed that they have it, but I'm jealous. But it's also a holiday. And because holidays make me sad, and sometimes you have good things to talk about, sometimes you have bad things to talk about, remember, 988 is always an option. Everyone, I promise you, everyone in your life, including my life, would rather hear me talk than sit there and listen to me at my funeral, or sit there and listen to eulogies at my funeral, or God, have to create one. Hopefully it's funny. There was an Irish guy that died. We're going to go off topic again for a second. There was an Irish guy that died that really wanted his family to laugh at his funeral. So when they buried him, or when they were lowering him down, they had put a tape recorder in of a guy pounding on wood saying, let me out, let me out. I'm not dead. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop lowering it. I'm not dead. And he's just screaming, all the things that he's not dead. And the family's just laughing hysterically. And so even though they were at this spot where they missed their friend, they missed their family, if they could get that family member back, they got him back in a smile just then, because that's what people do. For me, oh, hold on. Mischief, when I was a girl, this time of year was bonfire night. Bring the energy of Guy Fawkes on bonfire, made up of old furniture, wood collected by kids. What? Like doing a town bonfire? That sounds fun. I'm not gonna lie. I've honestly only been to one bonfire, and it was literally like 5 foot by 5 foot, and I I was not impressed. And for some reason, everybody wanted to keep pouring more gasoline on it. And I was just waiting for someone to have to call 911. But thank God, like 3 parents came and broke it up because someone was going to end up getting, yeah, it wouldn't have been pretty. Okay, Rhonda, my youngest brother passed away 7 years ago today. I am so sorry for your loss. I'm truly sorry. A sibling is something that is hard to get over, and people can tell you that they're with you, and they very well may be. I don't know. I grew up in a cult, and that cult said that they recycle. So I hope they're in a better place. Um, I'm truly sorry for your loss. I really am. Why is this not letting me do this? Okay. And see, everyone's sending Rhonda love. Thank you so very much, everybody in the chat. I appreciate it because realistically, we have each other. I hop on here not only to vent some of the things that I've gone through or that's bothering me, but I hop on here to also let you know that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel alone at times, but just remember, if it's gotten past that point where you think that maybe you being here is not a good option, then at that point call 911. Call 98. Well, actually, you know what? Not 911. Call 988 because they're responsible for helping everybody. Blow drill just got here. Me too. Well, just got here a little bit ago, but I was waiting for you. Another thing is check on people, reach out, make sure everybody's okay. I got calls from Tommy today. I talked to my love. I talked to my therapist. I talked to my psychiatrist today because holidays are hard. And now as it puts, I find out my father's alive, and now here's a holiday where, you're supposed to go out with your parents. I don't need to go trick-or-treating anymore, everybody. I would love to have a Thanksgiving dinner with him. I think that'd be amazing since that's his birthday. If they're not going to let me have a Thanksgiving dinner with him, then at least accept my present for him on his birthday, because realistically, he needs to know that he has a daughter out here that cares. Everybody needs to know someone along their lines cares. Someone along the path, the road, the journey, someone cares. And that's what I want to give everybody today, is a place that you can go to, a place that you can talk about anything. Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn, your channel has become one of my favorites. Liz, I feel it's a safe space. Space? I didn't write again. Yes, it is absolutely a safe space. Now, the only thing I do recommend is please be nice to everybody in the comments, because we are all human. We all bleed the same color. I promise. We don't need to bleed just to get it, but I promise we all bleed the same color. Joni, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I've not seen you in a while. Seeing if I missed anybody. She's already got some stuff checked. As you know, my love is in the background. So why don't I hit up some of these, actually, there's a few. Let me grab them. Carrie Plonge. I like trick or beer. Yeah, the kids do the trick or treating and you do the trick or beer. I love you. Okay. Sarsaparilla, I got pushed out at 17 for, hold on, I got pushed out at 17 for being queer. So I have been making my own family and friends. I understand. I always host any friends that are alone on the holidays. Perfect. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I don't have a trophy, but I have a penguin. So we'll just say penguin to you. Penguin to you. That's amazing. I'm stealing Tommy's line. Penguin to you. I don't have a trophy, everybody. Okay, Mischief. Guy Fawkes tried to burn down the House of Parliament. It was called gunpowder plot. He was burned in a bonfire. Ooh, that doesn't sound like a good way to die. When I read the history books about the Selma, it was like you had a freckle in one spot that you didn't have another or the other day, and all of a sudden you have a new freckle, you're a witch. If you somehow looked at someone wrong and they happen to get sick, you're a witch. Like, good Lord. Just good Lord. But that kind of stuff blows me away. The idea that that would happen. Okay, blow drill. I'm sorry your dad is still in the midst. Mine is doing the same thing. It's hard to reconcile around this time of year. Absolutely. Because around this time of year, it's hard because we know that, like, I know for me personally, I'm an adult, but I still have little needs. Finding out my dad is alive after so many years thinking he was dead, so many years praying to have a father that would show up to a sporting event, would show up to Christmas. Hell, Carrie's dad, they have this lingo with each other, like that they talk and it sounds like jibber jabber, but it's not jibber jabber. They understand everything clearly. It's like their own little language. So I wanted that with someone. Okay. Miss Sunrise Dawn, I just feel like we can believe in different things here. Absolutely. I will never force my opinions on them because opinions are, let's see, I'm probably going to get demonetized anyway. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Yeah. But don't ruin someone else's day because your opinion. Yeah. As long as it doesn't hurt or disrespect anyone, it's okay. Love is love. Family is who you choose. That's my belief. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have made more since deciding not to. I'm not coming out of the closet, everybody. I'm kind of, but in the process of coming out and speaking, like, this is what happened to me in my childhood. This is what I've had to live through. This is what, has occurred in my life. I've gotten friends, I've gotten family, I've gotten people that pick up the call, and I don't feel so alone. Now, Carrie completed a huge part of my heart, but the fact that I didn't have family, it felt like this missing piece. It felt like you're driving down a fork in a road, and family is one of the forks, love is another fork, but you have to go intertwined somehow. And I could never get past the family. So that's kind of how it feels. Okay. Treats for shots. That'd be kind of unique. Like, if like someone carries around some tequila, and if you give my kid a treat, you and I will get the shot. Oh, okay. I'm just saying. Trick or shot. Sounds like trick shot, doesn't it? And there's so many trick shots. Penguins are better than trophies. Now, the reason, someone asked me, why do I love penguins so much? It's super simple. I'm a romantic at heart, and penguins are the one animal that choose their soulmate with a rock, not a diamond, not a pearl, just a simple rock from the ocean. They present it to the female, and then they're bonded for life. So I love penguins because of that. I think that's a fascinating characteristic. I also think it's hilarious that the men penguins are the ones that raise the babies and the females are the ones that go to hunt. So yeah, I did love learning about penguins. Emperor penguins, to be precise. Okay. He burned every year on November 5th. It was an energy. Oh, effing like a scarecrow. Liz, not sure what happened to the real Guy Fawkes. Anyone? Yeah. Now I'm curious. What happened to the real Guy Fawkes? Let's tag a couple more. Maybe it'll pop up. Linda, you probably already talked about this, but can the aftermath help you get in touch with your dad? We're all talking. I talk to Amy Scobie all the time, and she's part of the aftermath. I have, Claire and I message each other. We're just really busy, but we're doing the best that we can. Right now, the most feasible option is to be as loud as possible and make, as many videos. Because, for me, I got told, you made 100 videos. And then while I was thinking about it, I have not made 100 videos. I needed 76. I have 76. And then, at least I think if I'm counting right, I have 76. And then I did one earlier today, so that's 77. So I have 23 remaining. This will make 22. And then once I make my 22 more, I was told that my love will join me for a live on an open forum. So that's exciting. I know a few of you have got to see her picture, but you never get to really know her until you get to hear her laugh. She's got a snort. I'm just telling you, it's the cutest thing. It's the cutest laugh ever. Okay. Blow drill. Liz, I hear you. My father is teaching at Delphi. He refuses to wake up and embrace family. The prison of beliefs is devastating. Absolutely. Now, the hard part is we have the people that believe and that refuse to see any differently. And then the people that have woken up. And now that they're able to see, they've got to deal with the aftermath and the consequences of what they've done for the last, 20, 30, 40 years. Because remember, once you wake up, I know with me, when I woke up, I felt stupid. Like I've been duped so badly. How dare I get duped so badly? Um, but it's kind of like this situation. We all have to go through it. It is devastating. There's stages of grief that they are going to have to go through, but we just have to be ready and waiting. And I know that sounds like a hard thing because they can make us wait forever. So all we have to do is basically just be there for each other, listen, you know, keep your ears open. I've been answering calls. If it's Los Angeles or near the area, I answer every single one because you never know if it's going to be my dad, if I'm going to get a phone call from his baby sister, if he reaches out to her, they're fully prepared to talk to me. But, you know, I still answer because anytime it could be him. So I'm not going to skip that. Okay. Oh, mischief. Yes, Miss Sunrise. The family you choose is often more caring and thoughtful than blood. Yes. Yes. Um, my my blood has not um my family and I do not get along. We have a differences of opinions. Um, there's nothing I can do about that. I got blamed for everything. Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn, I would love for Carrie to come on here one day. She sounds like such an amazing person. She is. She is mind blowing. She is the sweetest, most caring human being you've ever met, or at least that I've ever met. And the fact that she loves me blows me away every day because she's my heart. And I've never really felt like that before. I thought I've cared for people. I've thought, I do kind of love you, but I can live without you. And then this is the first one that I was like, I don't think I could live without. I need to, her hug just blew me away. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let that hug go. Okay. Swans are mates for life. I didn't know that. I did not know that swans were mates for life. So I now love swans and penguins. Okay. Just saying. Finding out a swan is a mate for life is the coolest thing ever. Mischief. And Carrie Plonge knows how to rock a costume. Check out the protest. Absolutely. She did wear her cheerleader outfit. A few people have caught it. But I would love to see pictures. Okay, Karine, love penguins. That's right. It's all about the. Sorry, I do sound effects. It's just who I am. I'm a nerd. I'm kind of goofy. Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn. There's an aquarium not far from me that has penguins. They're so cute. I watch them for hours. I can too, except feeding. For some reason, I can't do all that because it's like they just go. And I wonder if they chew. That part creeps me out. Have you? Oh, okay. Happy Sky, welcome. Have you read Brittany's book? I have not read Brittany's book. I have read excerpts online. I'm probably going to get Brittany's book because realistically, she grew up for most of her life being told that there was only one way to live, and she started breaking free, so they started to break her down. And instead of being a family, they decided to turn on her and start using her for her money while shipping her off to continue working and continue making them more money. Yeah, her story is devastating. And I was never like, between the Britney and Christina Aguilera stuff, I was never a big fan of hers, but you know what? I'm a fan of her as a human being. How about that? Okay. Tammy. Hey, Liz, I've been watching on my TV because my family was the cause of my trauma. I had not been around them anymore or anymore a long time ago. And sometimes I'll be honest, my walking away from my mother's side of the family was the best thing for me. My cousin Felicia and I, again, let's just, I have to call her Felicia because I want to be like, bye, Felicia. Um, we were born to hate each other. My grandma made sure that her and I hated each other. My other cousin, we're good friends, but unfortunately, you know, he has some unique characterisms. And his mom, I don't talk to at all. I don't talk to at all because I'm a recovering addict. I got blamed for some kids doing drugs. Um, and I have never given a child a drug in my life. So, yeah. Let's see. Mischief, and they call cults a religion. Children are the future and should be nurtured and loved and cherished. I would love that. I would love to someone throw me back in time and let me get that kind of feeling. Okay, we have Vanessa from the Gray Zone, also known as Vaboop, everybody. Um, you got this, Liz. I hope Carrie is here to support you. I got to go hand out candy. Have fun handing out candy. Talk to me when it's all over. Love you. Okay, and then we have the Gray Zone again. So again, if you have not subscribed to the Gray Zone, please tap over there. Always check and see if you're subscribed because unfortunately, we're never going to know. I'm not dropping anyone, but I do get emails. Why'd you drop me? I'm not dropping anyone. Please remember it's a YouTube issue. You always have to go back and make sure you're subscribed or you won't get the notifications. Okay. Never apologize for being your true, authentic self. I know, because I'm a goofball. I am a total goofball because that is how I've gotten by in life. Sometimes you just got to smile and sometimes you just got to giggle, you got to make a sound effect, you got to do whatever you can do. Tiff 45, penguins are the best. That's right. Okay. Will I watch the other 22? Well, I have watched the other 22. The other 22. Oh, if you've watched all the videos and it totals to 100, yes. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. But Carrie and I made a deal that once I did 25 lives, not pre-recordings or where I actually clipped videos so that you can see or wish someone a happy good morning, because it wasn't able for you to respond to me in the good mornings. So we're just calling it a live. Okay. Kareen, smash the like button or I'll put a spell on you. No, how about smash the like button or I'm going to carry out of you. Just saying. Okay, it is the wonderful round of applause to Miss Amy Scobie. Did you get to go on that date, madame? Hey, happy Halloween, everyone. Yes, it is Halloween. So thank you all for being here. I'm now caught up with some of the comments, at least until she starts something different. But I just want you to know you have a safe space. I care about each and every one of you. just as you've cared about me, just as you've been there for me. That matters to me. Tiff 45. I've been enjoying that Vanessa has been going on the gray zone. I like that natural feel. She does have a natural feel over there. She also does Degraded Daughters with Alicia. And so it's definitely something they continue doing. They have their bond together, and then they have, Vanessa has the gray zone, and those are for whatever, we all like our own channels, so that way we can be individuals and we can, do what we need to do and then do what we need to do together. Like, I love it when my friends hop on. I loved it that Amy hopped on the other day. That made my day. And sometimes that's all we need, everybody. Sometimes we just need someone to care, someone to show up, and just someone to be there. And that sometimes that's you guys, because when you guys show up for me, I know it makes my day. It gives me a much better day, because I know that whoever's listening right now, they're listening. Not only are they listening, they're going to keep someone away from Scientology. But Aaron said something wise to me the other day. Any day that he can embarrass and expose David Miscavige is a good day, And once he said that to me, it struck so many chords that I was like, you know what? What you did to the children was wrong. And we're going to continue exposing it so that you know what you did was wrong. You know that what you've put 99% of us through is hell on earth. And you want to sit there and smile and say, it's a religion. It's a religion that allows people to starve. It's a religion that you don't even know what day of the month it is. I could honestly tell you, I couldn't tell you if it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday. There were times that everything was blending, but we always knew Thursday. Thursday was our important day. That's when all of our stats got put in at a certain time. And then that was it for us. How many holidays that I missed because I was like, I didn't even know it was Easter. I didn't even know it was Christmas until all of a sudden it's like, oh, Christmas is 4 days away. Are you going home to see your family? And I'm like, I didn't even know it was Christmas. I couldn't have told you who the president was when I left. I couldn't have told you who, half of world history I could not have told you, being completely honest, because I walked out going, what has happened? What am I doing? I still get astonished by electronics, how there's advancements. Hold on, we'll do it this way. I don't want to cough into the mic and have it go rah, 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 rah. But I see, hold on, Joni, I'm seeing it. Joni Cummings, I see 39 likes. Come on, people. Absolutely. The more you smash the like, the more you help, the more it helps the algorithm. And then by helping the algorithm, it spreads it more. And the more people that listen, the more people that won't think they're alone anymore. Oh, I see a question. Liz, if I may ask, do you know what time you were born? Well, okay, so I've been lied to so much about my birth and my schooling and everything else. I remember I did a project in high school, and she said it was 4 a.m. that I was born. That she was on staff, and while she was on staff, she held me in. And while she held me in, because she couldn't leave for the day, she had to wait till she was done with her work. And when she was done at the San Francisco org, then at that point, she then decided to fly out and have given birth. So as to all the information, I have no bloody clue. There's been so many fibs. I've just got to dig through all of the crap and stop pretending that some of this stuff is real. Because right now it feels like horse manure is what I got sold a bunch of. I was told it was Sussex County. Um, but right now I'm not too sure because as I said, a lot of things I was told haven't been true. And, I know I have a dual citizen passport, so we'll go from there. An appropriate heifer. I sit alone every day unless my ex is out here. Long story. Watching you all is taking and talking to the chat helps more than you'll ever know. Absolutely. And always feel like you can chat with any of us because we're human. As much as you guys are there for us, we're there for you. If you just need a hand, if you ever want to email or you just, are having a bad day, I get to my emails as best I can, as fast as I can, everybody. There's a lot. Now, if it's not appropriate, then, you know, um, I would probably just say thank you, but no thank you, or something along those lines. But no, if you guys are going to be there for me, I want to do the same. I absolutely want to do the same. Okay. Yachted, I guess you were born at sunrise since the beam, you're a beam of light. I don't even know and didn't even know it. And don't even know it. Um, I, who knows? Who knows? My sunrise dawn, what the F? That's crazy. I thought my grandmother crossed her legs because she didn't want to have a baby on the 13th. Is 13th? That's crazy. She was very superstitious. My mom was not superstitious. She just felt she had a job to do. Now, at the time, she was at like doing a project that she got put on from the SAC org, or no, San Francisco org. And then I don't really know much about after that. And right now, everything kind of feels like a jumbled mess because the more that I speak out, the more things that are coming to light, like, hey, congratulations. You thought you lived here, you had an accent. Oh, yeah, you needed speech therapy to get rid of some of the accent. And then, just kidding, you didn't go to this school, but you probably went here because that's where the pictures are with the dirt everywhere, and we used to make mud pies. So yes, yeah, I'm finding new stuff out all the time. Kareen, yep. Kareen, this community is awesome and so supportive. We are all here for another. Absolutely. Because the main thing you have to remember is sometimes on the outside, if you don't say, hey, I need help. Because I was like that. When I first was starting to realize that I fell for snake oil and that I believed until I was 40 years old that the tech is what got me through college. The tech is what got me through all my issues with life. It made me a better student, made me a better person. It wasn't even true. Wasn't even true. I did the hard work. I turned in my homework. I had a reading teacher that helped me read, for God's sakes, because when we first left, I couldn't have told you the cat in the hat. Um, but yeah, sometimes it's hard. And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to admit that I was very, very under, underdeveloped because I should have been able to read. I should have known how to spell a lot more things, but I didn't. I absolutely didn't. And I'm not scared to admit it now because I had a tutor that helped me learn. And I just thought that I didn't catch on as much as the people on the outside. But realistically, it's because of how we were taught on the inside that it made it impossible for me to understand. Um, my love of science was never nurtured. My love of math was never nurtured. My math skills were above my grade level. My math skills were at a 7th and 8th grade level, but my reading was not even at 2nd grade. So that took a lot for me to get caught up. And then people want to call you a freak. They want to call you names because you just don't understand things. And then you're not understanding them because they're using kid words instead of adult words. And it becomes this repetitious cycle. But again, the main reason I wanted to talk about this is for a completely open forum. If you guys have questions, if you have concerns, if there's anything that's bothering you, definitely let me know. It's an open forum today because I don't want anyone to feel alone on a holiday. And no, this isn't like a day off or anything like that. This is just a day that a lot of time families spend together. And sometimes when families spend those days together, it becomes a little sad. It's it's sad that you don't have that, or you feel alone, or you feel lonely. That's why you can come on here and see some of that. Okay. Yes, Liz, exactly. I thought she was going to pop them up, but I guess I was wrong. Thank you so much, Amy. I love the aliens. I love the aliens, Amy. Okay. Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn. My aunt's birthday is November 14th because my grandmother crossed her legs. That works for some people, but sometimes the baby says, I'm coming. I'm coming, mama. I'm a coming. Okay. Got it. It's true, girl. Ask your wife how much your light shines her life. Um, I know it's hard to accept compliments, and sometimes it is for me because sometimes I don't feel like I'm worth it. Like you guys listen, but I'm just a human being, a regular person that just grew up in a cult. Not only did I grow up in a cult, I went back. Like I got out and then decided to go back. Like what kind of person goes back? Um, but yeah, Miss Sunrise Dawn, Liz, I've told you before. Okay, like I've told you before, Liz, you remind me so very much of my closest friend growing up. She's an amazing person, and so are you. Thank you so much. You're amazing too. Like, know that I'm not going to accept a compliment unless you guys accept a compliment. And it's very simple. Each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for listening to me, for helping me get my dad's story out, for knowing that it's okay to be lonely on a holiday. It's okay that, sometimes it messes with your mental health, but just remember that there are people out there that care. There's people out there that are listening. And sometimes you just have to say those words and someone will be by your side. You're not alone, even though it feels lonely sometimes. Tiff 45, I love that you keep on growing. Well, I'm trying because I'm trying to do what I needed. And what I needed is to hear someone say that I'm okay, to hear someone say that it's gonna be okay, or to hear someone say this too shall pass. That would have meant the world to me. Coffee first, please. Now I want some coffee, dang it. Undereducated, yes, absolutely. Because it was more important for us to learn how to look up a word than it was for us to know what the word is. I'm going to tell you over and over again. I got stuck on the word butterfly. I knew what it was in the dictionary, but I did not have any kind of visual in my head, and that got me in lower conditions because I could not explain the word butterfly. Okay. Happy Halloween, Liz and Carrie. Thank you so much. And again, if you didn't get to see it, I did wear a squirrel outfit for my earlier video. It's roughly about 30 minutes, and it was just explaining these amazing letters that I got. Amazing. Like, who doesn't want these awesome pamphlets when you're supposedly a suppressive person? Oh, maybe that's why they're sending it to me, because I'm supposedly PTS. No, they're sending it to me because it's a new course. It's been updated by a dead man. So I'm telling you, by a Ouija board. Okay, LJ, in question, Liz, why didn't you dress up? I dressed like a squirrel. Why didn't I keep the outfit on? Because it was hot. I didn't realize how hot that thing really was. Okay, Mischief, I love the channel too. It was the first one I commented on. It feels right. Well, good. Thank you so very much because I appreciate each and every one of you. Joni Cummings, this is my first Halloween without my dad. I'm glad I came. You are more than welcome. And this is my first one since finding out he's alive. And I don't need him to take me trick or treating, but I wouldn't mind, we can sit down and watch horror movies. Now, to me, a horror movie, we'll ask the audience. To me, a horror movie was Predator. Because I never got over Predator. Well, then I've decided that I'm going to marry someone that loves all horror movies, like The Nun. I'm just telling you, It's Halloween. We're probably going to end up watching a scary movie. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to be hiding underneath the covers. Nope, nobody, nope, nope. Aurora, it's hard to learn to trust yourself after trusting the tech for so long. Absolutely, because I believed. And when I say that I believed until I was 40, I absolutely believed until I was 40. Carrie woke me up by telling me that I should watch a show. She did not, force it on me. She just gave it her opinion. And because of her opinion, I at first was like, why would I want to watch something that talks shit about Scientology? Why? And then she's like, that's not what they do. They're telling their lives. And so I was like, all right, well, their lives aren't going to be anything like mine. Like I took the pressure and the beatings and I took it, you know, and then all of a sudden I'm watching these people and they're amazing. And most of them I've talked to, and it's become this family, and we're not alone. What we went through is not just happening to one person. It's happening to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 people. Because guess what? These peoples that have had the most amazing time, they're also remembering that they've had a miserable time, because there's good parts and there's bad parts, but there's more bad memories than there is good memories. And a lot of us have so many things in common for the same shit that we went through. Um, and I needed that. I needed that in my life. I needed to know that I wasn't the only one. I needed to know that I wasn't the only one told to dig a ditch and your body should fit in it. I wasn't the only one that had to do, furniture stripping with and rubbing it in with my bare hands. Wasn't the only one that got rice and beans and no paycheck and people treating you like garbage. Okay. Next one. I am truly adoring this offering from you. Love my little followers. You become little family. And I did see Carrie Plonge in cheerleader gear. I love you. I love your love. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, she was fully decked out as a yellow cheerleader. She looked like a Crayola crown, everybody. And I loved it. Okay, retired red. Holidays are tough when your parents aren't here anymore. Absolutely. Whether your parents aren't here anymore or your children, because a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, my kids don't want to do anything with me for the holidays. They're off doing their own thing, and that's just as painful as not having another family member there. Like, just remember, sometimes you need to check up on people, and sometimes we need to get checked up on, because you're not alone. I promise. If you feel you're alone, just dial 988. Reach out to someone. If you feel that alcohol is the answer today, you know what? Try drinking a glass of water first and then reach out to someone. If you feel like drugs are the only answer, you know what? Go eat a banana and then tell me how you feel 5 minutes after you eat that banana. Because I promise you, the drug isn't going to change how you feel between 1 minute and the next. It's not. It's not going to make you feel better. In fact, it's probably going to make you feel worse. It's going to make you feel like you couldn't have done this on your own. Mischief, send them back, Liz. Perhaps with some nasty pair of old smelly socks. All right. Oops. Yep. Scary movie night. Maybe. Just not the Nun. That was weird. Okay. My kids loved them even when they were little. The Paranormal Activity movies were their favorite. Okay. Stop giving her ideas. Stop. Predator. I'm telling you, I was taken to see Predator, people. That did a number on me. Betsy. Love and hugs. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you. Let's see. What kind of person goes back? And the person who has never known anything else. That too. And thank you for the compliment. I didn't. And I didn't fit into the outside world because I still believed there was a difference. Not that I was better then, but I was different. And because I was different, that's why I couldn't hold friends. I was abused. So that's why I was always angry. I grew up in a shit environment and basically kept repeating the same cycles over and over again, but hoping for a different result. And there was nothing different. It was always the same. Okay, The Inappropriate Heifer. I love horror movies. And yes, The Nun was wild. I think the Paranormal Activity ones, she'll have to explain that to me because maybe I've seen them with her. She definitely likes horror movies, with the just saying. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts, everybody. It will always recommend The Possession of Michael King. All Insidious, Red Doors. She loves the red doors. I know that because then it goes to the down the stream and then he closes and it's a red door. All The Conjuring. People, this is a fun conversation. Not giving her ideas how to not let me sleep tonight. Mischief, no scary movies for me. The Nun scared my hubby. I was terrified. I jump at the change of the music, but don't tell him I told you that. You know what? I'll never tell. Well, I'll probably tell. I'm really bad at keeping secrets. So I'll try not to. You said nothing. Okay, L. Jane. I'm going to go watch The Nun and see what it's all about. It's about a nun who's dead, who haunts people. Just kidding. Okay, Inappropriate Heifer. I have that kind of anger too, Liz. And I hate that about myself. There's not a lot of things that I hate because hate's such a strong word. But the fact that when I get angry or get pushed to a point that I can't stop or can't take a breath, I don't like me then. I don't like me. And so I'm trying to be a better version of me and the version that I've always wanted and not the version that gets mad. Michelle R. Real nuns are scary though. Heck yeah. I remember my mom used to tell me stories about when she was in school, they'd make you spread your hands on the table and then they'd whack it with a ruler. And my mom was like, just be grateful I didn't send you to school like that. What's the difference? What's the difference? Okay, no horrors, psychic thrillers. I like thrillers. To me, Scream is a thriller. There's nothing scary about it. It's a thriller. It's like any moment they could break down in the Michael Jackson, and I'm going to be laughing hysterically. Blumhouse movies too. Almost all scary movies for me make me giggle. I know. She giggles and I'm sitting there like, oh, not today, Satan. Miss Sunrise Dawn. I have friends that acted in the latest Insidious movie. It was the scary guy with the MRI machine. Oh, now I have to rewatch it. Oh, man, now I'm going to watch a scary movie. Okay, Tammy. No scary movies for me. I lived through real life scary movie. It's a true story. Yeah. But sometimes it gets our mind off of it, If that's worse than our life, then yeah. Okay, Carrie Plonge, random Q. Did you watch the Pooh movie? Like Winnie the Pooh? Is there a scary Winnie the Pooh movie? Okay. I watched Casper and Happy Feet. Of course we watch Happy Feet. Okay. Tiff 45, not that I can remember. Great. Now she's got an idea on a movie. But I think, Scary Pooh. It's a Scary Pooh. No. Do not ruin Winnie the Pooh. Yep. Happy Feet. It is all about Happy Feet. Please smash the subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. No, I am not walking away just yet because I still want people to know they have a safe space. If anybody has something to say, if anybody is willing to think about anything. I know someone had emailed me and asked if I talked about the letters from my mom. I did. And not letters, the phone calls from my mom. Hold on, I'll come right back to your question, Chris. Um, but I did ask my mom, and she gave me a goofy answer about how, when they call, it just upsets her, and she only picks up when she thinks it's me and I'm calling her from LA, except I would call her from my cell phone. I think this is just one of those things that I'm going to have to just let go of and realize that I need to keep my information private and with the people that I do trust, and she can just be my mom, and my mom at a different distance, because she should have been the one to tell me that Golden Era was calling her. I shouldn't have found out by seeing her phone. And then when I asked her why she's talking to Golden Era, she's like, I didn't know who they were. Well, of course you knew who they were, because that's how they answer the phone. This is Liz from Celebrity Center. How are you doing today? I remember that. It's called etiquette, people. We had to answer a phone a certain way. So let's grab some of these stars. If you do have questions, if you just want to say that you don't want to be alone, if you just want to say thank you for being here, I know I'm planning a trip back down to LA. It looks like I'm, realistically going to have to fly down, and then we'll drive back. But it is something that I want to do. Not only do I want to have, a way to give my father a birthday present on Thanksgiving, because that's his birthday. I would like him to still have some things that he would need, whether it be socks, glasses cleaner, toothbrush, toothpaste, any of his necessities. I put the t-shirts on there. I also ordered some t-shirts. I put some socks on there. I also ordered some socks, because you can never have too many socks. I'm not going to buy my dad underwear. I did get an email saying, does he need underwear? That's a question that I don't have. I've never looked at that. And to be completely honest, he's, he has his own particular size that I just don't know. Hold on, everybody. It's just one of those things that I don't know if I'm comfortable buying my father some underwear, nor do I think he'd be comfortable receiving underwear from his child. Mischief. Aaron was really scary for real. Danny Masterson, the convicted serial rapist. Now that I'm really frightened. Yeah, because he's been declared, he hasn't been declared. They don't want to declare him because they need him. They don't want to make him an enemy right before all the litigations go in. So I honestly think they'll keep saying he's in good standings, even though he's in prison for SA. But that's my public relations view on it. Or how Celebrity Center would twist it so that way it still matched what they wanted to say. Chris, I love scary movies because I get the adrenaline rush, but then I'm safe. They're not scary. It's not scary. It's scary, not dangerous. God bless it. Thank you. Tiptoe through the tulips. Yeah, I hate that song even more since Insidious. Yeah, because the tiptoe through the tulips. Yeah, it's that weird high pitch that just gets me every time. Okay, I'm Miss Sunrise Dawn. I may miss the next few lives. Eye surgery in the morning. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry you're having eye surgery, but I'm sure it's going to make everything so much better. I'll be sending my thoughts and love to you, and I'll be hoping that you feel better. You're always welcome to send me an email, and that way, if you send me an email, I can shoot you a message. Just say, hey, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you have a better day. And since you're having eye surgery, you may not see it that day, but at least it gives me the opportunity. We could all get that opportunity sometimes. Sometimes we need that. Mischief. I hate Dennis, so Marathon Man was scary movie for me. How about this? I'm not a huge fan of dentists either. Just because I've spent so much money with them. But Little Shop of Horrors. That dentist scared me. Like that put the fear of dentists. That's what a Scientology dentist looks like. Okay, Betsy. Question, you were calling to Were they calling to reg her? It's very possible because one of the, you know, like similar letters basically state, I know, hey, I noticed you did your staff status. Where were you on staff and for what length of time? Let's be realistic, people. That's ridiculous to ask those questions. You ask those kind of questions and you're trying to get her on staff? Like that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. The idea of getting my mom on staff at 72 going on 73 years old. What is she going to do? Because every move she makes, she's going to cuz she hurts. All right. Tommy C. Another good one, Liz, but it's 10 p.m. I need the beauty sleep. You're beautiful as you are. Love you all. Thank you so much for showing up, Tammy. I truly appreciate it. I truly, truly appreciate it. The inappropriate heifer. Mischief. I hate the dentist too. And now my daughter is a dental hygienist. Now that's karma. Yes. Okay, Michelle R., your hair looks adorable tonight. Thank you so much. It's got so many curls that I don't even know what to do. I keep throwing it under a hat and to calm the back down. But once I calm the back down, then my front tends to lift up, If I spread it, it has to just go naturally. Otherwise, it looks goofy. But thank you so very much. Thank you so very, very much. But I know quite a few of you have reached out, and thank you so very much for everything. I now have over 2,000 subscribers. Last I checked, I was at 2019. I am hoping for 3,000 within the next 2 months. So if you have not yet, please smash subscribe, hit the like button. We're doing our best to, the more I get information out, the more I yell, the more I talk to you, the more that you listen and you see I'm not a nasty person. That's the goal. The goal is to expose the secrets of Scientology. And the secrets are really simple. The secrets are us. The secrets are the second generation kids that they've destroyed, the families that they've destroyed, the families that they forced to go into isolation from each other, and it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing to experience. It's not a good thing to, have to live through. Those situations aren't fun because it leaves you feeling empty or like you're not worth it. So relationships are hard to come by. Relationships are hard to understand because you can't seem to understand or relate to people or even sometimes feel wanted. And there are days that I don't want myself, like I don't even like myself, but then Carrie loves me. And because Carrie loves me, it makes all the difference in the world. Because sometimes just having one person say, you're amazing, you're worth it, we want you here, we need you here, is all that needs to be stolen. Oh, sorry, I saw they stole your childhood, but that's all that needs to be said. Just simple comments. Okay. Matt uses words goofy often, just like you, because we have to do it. Sometimes, laughter is always going to be the best medicine. That is one thing I have learned, besides this too shall pass, which I love. But once you realize that it goes with everything, you got hurt, your heart was torn out, this too shall pass. You're hungry, this too shall pass. You're feeling alone, this too shall pass. It goes in every situation. Okay. Betsy, we're doing Little Shop of Horrors at my theater right now. I love Little Shop of Horrors. Suddenly Seymour. Yeah. Love that movie. Love it to death. Okay. Mischief. I used to be part-time dental assistant. That didn't last long as I'm not the one in the chair. I can totally see, and I'm okay with my dentist now. I've gone through quite a few dentists where I was like, one of them had a nickname, Dr. Drunk. Yeah, that one was awesome. Yeah, that one was awesome. Like if you touched his nose, you smelled the vodka. If you happened to lean one direction, you would smell tequila. Yeah, and then if you just happen to get a hug from him, like, "Hi, how have you been?" It smells like beer, you know. So needless to say, I did not stay with that dentist for very long, and he did not stay out of prison very long. Okay. So I want to say thank you so very much for showing up. If I don't see any other questions, if you want to help with me getting to LA, please click on the PayPal, click on the Venmo. If you want to get something for my dad, the items are still there. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I've never had someone show up like you guys show up. Um, it means the world to me that you guys show up because whether it's 10 people, 5 people, 300, 200, 10, 50, I don't care. You guys all make my day much better. And, I found my anxiety pills, so that is good. Just in time for my doctor to take me off of them and put on something else. Amy Scobie. I love you, Liz. You know that. XOXO. I do know that. So thank you so very much. Where was your live today, madam? I'm just saying, I have track records of who I watch. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. Please don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. Remember, please be nice to everybody in the chat. We are all human. We all bleed the same color. Okay? Remember, you are loved, you are cherished, someone loves you. If you need mental assistance, please call 988. If you're feeling like you're going to drink, please try some apple juice and maybe go to a meeting. If you need to reach out to someone, then you reach out and do what you need to do, because I know holidays are hard because they're hard for us. I'm a recovering addict and I've been sober for a year and 2 months. So for me, I'm doing the best that I can to keep myself sober and keep myself lasting the rest of the night. Um, Once I get through tonight, then I'll get through tomorrow. And that's sometimes what we need to do, is slow it down day by day. I love you all. I appreciate everything you do for me, and you helping me with my dad and teaching me that it's okay to be loved. I appreciate each and every one of you. I truly do. I hope you have a great Halloween. And until we meet on November 1st, have a great rest of your night. And I totally love you. Smash that subscribe, smash the like, hit that algorithm. Let's keep this one going. We've now been in for over an hour. So I want to say thank you. That's all, folks.